What's up, Internet? I'm Matt Brickman. This is the 734 from WCCO. Hey, I hope the snow missed you over the weekend. It is falling again this morning, but this time up north. Saturday it was down south, and this is what it looked like. Huge snowflakes just sticking to everything. Our weather watcher in Alpha, Ken, sent us this video, and man, Ken, I'm sorry, but better you than me, buddy. I do not want to deal with this. Look at that. I mean, we're a month into spring at this point, and that looks like the dead of winter. Crazy. It is snowing pretty hard up north this morning, too. We've been seeing it pretty steadily through the Iron Range and in the North Shore. This is what Ely looks like, not near as bad right now. You can see the snow kind of sticking to the rooftops there, some of the buildings, but the roads look fine. They're just melting on contact. It's 32 degrees there. Here in the cities, no chance of snow today, but I do think we'll see a little rain. The clouds that we've got right now should start to break as the morning goes on. In fact, we're already seeing some sunshine in western Minnesota right now, but by late morning, I think we'll get a little bit of blue sky here in the Twin Cities, and that could be enough to kind of trigger some showers into the afternoon. Go ahead and have the kids throw the umbrellas or raincoats in their backpacks. They might want them on the walk home from school today, and you might want them on the walk to your car after work. Twins play at 6:40 tonight. I think maybe a stray shower early on, but then that should move out. In the meantime, that little extra sunshine we get kind of late morning should be enough to warm us up better than what we saw over the weekend. 57s are high today, pretty quiet tonight, gray tomorrow, and then some more rain by tomorrow evening. It is a pretty wet week ahead. Okay, I saw the story in the New York Post over the weekend. There's a new trend popping up called sober bars. Now, I've been to restaurants and even bars that have mocktail menus, but there are now entirely booze-free bars in Brooklyn, Austin, Portland. Okay, it's like the most hipster cities in the world. But this does come on the heels of a 2018 report that says Americans are drinking less. So what do you think? Does a boozeless bar appeal to you? If you're watching on Facebook or on Twitter, let me know, and we'll read through a few of those coming up in about 4 minutes. Topping our headlines this morning, Mohammed Noor's fate could be in the hands of a jury by the end of the day today. The former Minneapolis police officer is charged with murder for the shooting death of Justine Ruszczyk-Damon in 2017. The prosecution has one more witness to call, then come closing arguments. Jurors will likely start deliberating today and will be sequestered. Of course, WCCO will be there and bring you updates as soon as we have them. Out in California, a memorial will be held today for the woman killed in the synagogue shooting in California this weekend. Hundreds attended a vigil in Poway last night to honor the victims. 60-year-old Lori Gilbert Kay died. 3 others were injured, including Rabbi Yisrael Goldstein. He spoke at the vigil last night.
This is right here, Poway. This is our home. This building that we built is supposed to be full of love. This building that we built was supposed to be able to share kindness and love with each other. What is happening?
The suspected gunman has been charged with murder. In light of the shooting, local law enforcement increased patrols at Twin Cities synagogues over the weekend. Even with no immediate threat, local religious leaders are taking precautions. Local Jewish group says rabbis are working to plan a service in solidarity with the victims in California. All right, well, 5 guys in Virginia are going to have quite the story to tell. They found themselves trapped in a cave over the weekend. So here's what happened. Rain flooded into the cave, and they just couldn't get out. Luckily, a 6th guy in their group he went to find help. Rescuers came and found these guys 120 feet below ground. They say the group did not have proper climbing gear. They're at a hospital recovering now. Scary. All right, a South Minneapolis pastor is about to open a pub. Pastor Jeff Calmeadow is the pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. He and his wife, Randy, rebuilt the once struggling congregation into a thriving hall of worship by welcoming everyone. They're doing the same just down the street at the Prodigal Public House on 1st Ave and East 26th Street.
You can have spirits and have spiritual conversation, and you can laugh, cry, do life together in a pub.
The pastor and his wife met working at a bar more than 30 years ago. If you want to check this out, it opens a couple of weeks, May 9th. A team from Wayzata High School is one of the 2 teams that remain in the National Science Bowl. The championship round is today, and that's going to decide who gets the title. But both teams have already won all expense-paid science trips to Alaska. So congratulations to those kids. All right, we expected the new Avengers movie to be huge. We talked a lot about it last week, but this even surprised us. It made $1.2 billion worldwide over the weekend, including $350 million in the US and Canada alone. That destroyed last year's Avengers Infinity War records by $100 million in North America and $560 million worldwide. In all, the film broke more than 20 box office records. All right, marathon runners are used to racing the clock, but that took on a new meaning in London this weekend. Take a look at this guy. He's literally racing as a clock, the Big Ben clock, to be exact. What's really impressive is he's passing people. Could you imagine being passed by someone in a costume? And then here's what happens at the end. Oh, it was going so well for 3 hours and 54 minutes until that final minute got stuck and needed a little bit of help to kind of duck under the finish line there. All right, let's get back to today's talker. There's a new trend in the bar scene, booze-free nightlife. Now, right now, it seems like it's just in the most hipster cities, Brooklyn, Portland, Austin. But I want to know if this appeals to you. Do you like the idea of like going out at night with friends and alcohol not being at the center of it? We have brought in our digital guy and local hipster, Cole Primo, to weigh in on the newest hipster trend.
Hey man, you're kind of hipster too.
Yeah, come on. You've got the beard though. You got me beat by this much. All right, so what does the internet think of this?
Yeah, we got Wes saying a boozeless bar would appeal to me because I can go to these places without seeing drunk people in the regular bars. We have Jan saying we had dry bars when I was growing up. It's nothing new. They were great for college students, underage and non-drinkers. You can have a good time without booze.
I kind of like the idea of like, I feel like people meet at bars, like, you know, men and women meet, you know. Yeah. Wouldn't it be better to have those initial interactions without alcohol as part of the factor? I know it makes it easier sometimes to have conversations, but then you're like getting the real version of people.
Definitely. We have got a lot of commenters saying, like Bobby saying, it would be great for people looking for sobriety.
Yeah, I got a comment like that from Hangry Llama on Twitter. Not a real name. 5 years sober and I love me some mocktails. I miss hanging out all the time with my friends, but not feasible anymore since being social is so booze-centric. It does seem like alcohol is kind of at the root of a lot of our social gatherings, and Katie says, yeah, we need places that offer alternatives. So we're like a pretty hipster city, so give us like 6 months and maybe we can get one of these. All right, that is it for now. This is the 734 from WCCO. We'll be back here tomorrow at 7:34. Until then, be nice to each other on the internet.